Ocean Starship in the building. Hope you're having a blessed day. First, I want to say nothing in this video is financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. But I'll give you guys a little time to come on in, and we could chop it up like we always do. Hopefully you guys are getting the notifications. What's up, Ibrahim? What's up, Alan 6? Maximum FOMO in the building. What's going on? What's up, Waldo? Hope you guys having a blessed day. Hope y'all having some good weather where y'all at, and it's not hot, crazy hot like it is where I am. Yeah, I can't complain, Alan 6. Blessed to see another day. What's up, David? Blessed to see another day. Y'all don't forget to hit the like button when y'all come in also. What's up, Marching Aries? Yeah, blessed to see another day. And you know, yesterday, we had an awesome live yesterday. And there's no coincidence, right? Today, I came under spiritual attack today. I came under spiritual attack. And like I say, when you doing something that's of the Most High, what's up, Max? When you doing something of the Most High, when you're raising the vibration, you become a target. And I definitely came under spiritual attack today. What's up, Wiola? And you know the crazy thing about coming under spiritual attack? When you're not moving the way you used to move, right? You're not dealing with the same people. You're not in the streets. You're not putting yourself in compromising positions. Then sometimes those entities will try to use the closest people to you. But it's up to you to recognize it. And it's up to you to shut it down as soon as you recognize it. We don't get into confrontation in the flesh. We are above that. We 5D now. All of our problems we battle and we take it to the spiritual realm, because that's where the most power lies. What's up, Brazil in the building? That's where the most power lies. El Monte, what's going on, fam? That's true, Waldo. What's up, Kowalski? Marty, what's going on, fam? And I quickly realized it, right? And I humbled myself. Because when you engage in things that are low vibrational, it brings down your frequency. And then when things start spiraling out of control, it's kind of your fault because you engaged in it. What's up, Taxica from Poland? What's going on, Poland in the building? I have a co-worker that's in Poland right now. He met a girl online that lives in Ukraine. And he went over to Poland. I think he had to land in Poland and then catch a train to Ukraine. So he's over in that area right now. Mariana, what's going on, beautiful? Ty Goalie, what's going on, fam? But like I say, fam, this is the high vibrational community. We talking power over here. We use true power. I've shown you guys many times in my decodes where the true power lies. The true power lies within us. You know, we have to stop looking for other people and politicians and different things to do things for us. We have to stand up and do things for ourselves, because we hold the power. We hold the power. But they try to separate us. They do many things to separate us. And we cannot be separated. We have to be together. Because us being together on this platform has led many of us to position ourselves in ways that many are not. I told y'all yesterday I was going to go home and work on that decode. I told you guys yesterday I was going to go work on that decode. And I decoded something that came to my spirit. And that decode was something purple goes up and never stops. Straight to the point. Right? South Africa in the building. Mazan, Date Plug, what's going on, fam? South Africa in the building. Thank you for joining, beautiful. What's up, world boss? We are looking in the right direction. We are looking in the right direction. We are not paying attention to the FUD. We are not being misled. We are not running with the masses. We are the minority. We are the minority. What's going on, Kat? What's up, Frederick? We are the minority because when the closest to God are always the minority, right? We don't, what's going on, Kawhi girl? We don't indulge in low vibrational things. We do not indulge in low vibrational things, but the masses are, because the masses are being misled. And I know some of you in this community, you felt crazy being over here isolated. You felt isolated, but you're not isolated. What's up, Donald? There are many of you in the community that are just like you, that experience the same things that you do. Thank you for the super chat, fam. Thank you very much, Taxika. Thank you very much, fam. Peace and blessings to you. But you're not isolated. You're not alone. You're just part of a small group that knows the truth. You're just part of a small group that knows the truth. I see India in the building. And we're global, right? We're from all over the world, from France to Poland to Brazil to South Africa. We all in the same struggle, fam. We're all in the same struggle. But there was no coincidence that you found this channel. That is not a coincidence that you found this channel. You having your frequency at an all-time high played a major part in that. Oakland, California in the building. Say they live in Abilene, Texas now. Peace and blessings, fam. This is the 5D community. How many times have I shown you in my decodes that exact term? We are different. That's why we feel alone, because we see different. We feel different. We think different. I and we are together now. My spiritual family. I love you so much, y'all. Peace and blessings, Frederick. Fambo says power to the people. That's what we're doing, fam. We're taking our power back. 2K in the building. What's going on, fam? We're taking our power back. We have put our energy in things that give no results for too long. And at some point, you have to realize that. You have to realize that. You have to realize where true power lies. Kat says, our history is distorted. Though, what are thoughts on that? Do rewrite it or try to retrace it back where we derailed. Peace and blessings to all, says Frederick. That's what we're doing right now, Cat. Somewhere we went wrong, right? Somewhere we went wrong in history. Our train got derailed, right? Somewhere we went wrong in history. Where did we go wrong? Because where I live, right, you have in some neighborhoods 10 churches in one neighborhood. 10 churches in one neighborhood. And that neighborhood will be the worst neighborhood in the city. Where is the power? Where is the power? We have to start looking within ourselves. Thank you, Anthony L. Peace and blessings to you, fam. Thank you, Anthony L. We have to start looking within ourselves. That is where the power lies. They don't want us to know that. So what do? They divide us. They try to suppress us. They keep us working finger to the bone. Some of us 12, 18, 16 hours a day. So you would never have time. The combat wombat, what's going on, fam? So we never have time to really focus on our true purpose and mission and why the Most High has us here and has chosen us for a purpose. You see, the last thing they want is for us to have time and focus on ourselves. We don't entertain the bots on this channel, fam. It's only logical that the 5D community would get attacked. Just like how you guys were waiting to get the spiritual message and for us to dialogue and talk about things and make sure everybody's straight. They lined up waiting to come with the opposite, right? You can't have the yin without the yang. What's up, Night Rider? Peace and blessings to you, fam. You can't have the alpha without the omega. You can't have day without night. That's just only confirmation, fam, that this is the community that has garnered their attention. That's all. That's all, fam. Y'all just don't know how hot it is down here in Louisiana. I got my AC on. I'm talking about it's still hot, and I'm in the shade. It's scorching down here. I think the temperature's like 100 today. We go always get tested, combat. Exactly, Cat. That is definitely true. That is definitely true. Anthony says it's hot in South Florida. It could be. Y'all, you know, y'all in the swamp too. What's up, Iggy B? Yeah, I can't complain, Iggy. I cannot complain, fam. Thank you for joining the live. What you mean you failed yesterday, Frederick? Yeah, Fambo said it gets hot in the boot. I'm telling you. Humidity, that's what it is. Humidity is crazy in the south states. Yeah. Yeah. I saw a video a few years ago where they said in the future that Louisiana will be one of the hottest states in America because of the humidity. It gets hot here, even with your AC on. I had the AC on at the house the other day, and my girl said, I think the AC broke. I said, nah, it ain't broke. You wasn't saying that last night when you was complaining about it being cold. That's not failing, Frederick. Sometimes we need to take the edge off. Sometimes we need to take the edge off. It's just about having balance, right? Not overdoing it. We all human. Iggy says still better than NY listening to this woke crap. They fake woke though. El Monte says hot like that in Havana, Cuba. That's a place I want to visit one day, definitely. Havana, Cuba. Go to Cuba and sit back on the beach and just smoke me a nice Cuban cigar. When I used to fly to Jamaica, you know, we used to fly over Cuba. And Cuba has the most beautiful coral I've ever seen in my life. So Cuba is definitely on my bucket list. It's on my bucket list, fam. Bro, surprisingly, where I am in Canada, it gets to 105 degrees humid in summer. Yeah, fam. Why do you think Ashen Fidel Castro? You wild, Iggy. But that's why I tell you guys that the planet is heating up. But it's not global warming. It's not global warming. The planet doesn't need us to heal. The planet does not. This is planet Kai. This is planet Kai. Kai is alive as well as us, right? Kai is alive. This is planet Kai. And there's no such thing as global warming. Kai could do whatever it wants to do to heal itself. This planet has been here for hundreds of thousands of millions of years, and it's going to continue to be here until the Most High wants to change things. But it's not global warming that's doing it. Ooh, 72 in Houston sound nice right now, FOMO. That sounds nice. Fambo said, podcast says, I support black business. Thank you, fam. On my way home, thank you for the super chat. Peace and blessings to you, fam. Thank you very much. That's why I love my community. That's why I put all things aside and make sure I come here and chop it up with you guys. Because this is the time, this is very important. This is not the time to be playing around. This is not the time to be distracted. It's not the time for that. It's time to put on the armor of the Most High. And along with the armor of the Most High comes your community. Those like-minded individuals that are on the same frequency as you. You see, we're not going to get caught off guard. We're going to be prepared mentally, physically, and spiritually. We're going to hold the right coins, right? We have our physical notes like the dinar, the Vietnamese dong, the Venezuelan Boulevard, the Zimbabwe RV, right? We have the physical notes. Some of us have gold and silver, and then we're positioning ourselves, putting our coins in many different baskets. 78 in OKC. What's going on, OKC? I've seen fuzzy coin, Iggy, but I've never looked into it. And I haven't seen it in gematria. Not yet. But now I know if I come across it to take a deeper look into it. 38 people in the building, got 22 likes. Y'all hit the like button for me. Yo, in your opinion, what's your top 5 L-Core coins a must to hold? My top 5 L-Core coins, Dank Dollars, Proton Pussy, let me see, Dank Dollars, Proton Pussy, Snips Coin, Storex, and XRPLT. I would say those are my top 5. What's up, Mark? Those are my top 5. We cannot forget about XRPLT, which is, for y'all who don't know, that is XRP 262. That is XRP 262. That's my top 5. That's my top 5. But I hold on L-Core, as far as L-Core coins, I may have about 200 coins that I've purchased on Alcor. Waldo says, what do you think about Proton on Alcor? I have several Protons on Alcor because you never know what type of trickery they'll try to pull. What's up, Godspeed? You never know what type of trickery they'll try to pull. But the thing about most of these coins on Alcor, they're so cheap you can take a chance. You can take a shot at it because they're so cheap. And remember, in my decodes, it always points to price drop on aisle 5, or we'll see a lot of things pointing to a cheap price. 87 degrees in Austin, Texas. We got a lot of people in here from the south. The south in the building. I got like 240 XRP right now. How high do you think XRP is going to go in the future? You have 240. 240. You might want to up that bag, not financial advice. Getting to about 10,000 XRP could make a difference. 10,000 XRP could make a difference. Oh, I'm sorry, Akashic. You said XRP. I'm sorry. That's why I was kind of thrown back for a bit. Nah, 240 XRP, well, think about what they tell us, right? They tell us XRP is going to go to $1,000. They tell us XRP is going to go to 10,000, right? Remember when they were showing it going to 49,000 or 47? So you kind of in my boat. If that's what it's going to be, well, I shouldn't need much. If XRP goes to $1,000 and you have 240, well, guess what? That's $24,000 from a very small investment. Right? If it's going to do what they say, we shouldn't need much. But you got to understand, they got a lot of people holding XRP that have big money. So think about this. Mark says, my bet is on XPR. Mine is too. Mine is too. Because the hourglass is going to get flipped upside down. This is Nasara. This is the time for the less fortunate, for those who have been oppressed. Yes, you can get BSV on Alcor or World Boss. $1,500 XRP, you in a good position. But the thing that worries me about XRP, fam, is that by being at that type of market cap, like a 40-something billion market cap, by being at that type of market cap, you have a lot of people that only need a 1x to change their lives. So you have people that are sitting on 1 million XRP, right? 100,000 XRP. So they don't have to wait like people at the bottom have to wait to cash out. So think about it. XRP goes up to $10. That's a 10x, right? I mean, not a 10x, but if it goes up to $10, a lot of these people will 5-6x their money. A lot of people will 3-4x their money, right? So if you have $1 million in XRP right now, $1 million worth of XRP, and you get a 4x, do you think that person will sit back and watch $6 million in their account and not cash out? What's going on? I think that's Truly. Do you think a person that's holding $1 million worth of XRP is going to watch $6 million of XRP sit in their account and not take none of that? Because when they cash out, they cashing out millions. Donald says there is also public and private ledgers. From my understanding, XRP has both. So which XRP do we buy? Do we truly hold? Well, the XRP on the private ledger is the one they're really using. That's the one they're really using, fam. They don't want us to see the true price of XRP because they're using it on the private ledger. But they transacting in it, trust me. But the thing about it to me is when these whales start dumping, how do the small accounts, how do the people at the bottom benefit from that? How? If the whales keep dumping, how will you get a chance to sell? If XRP goes to do a 5x, the minute you try to sell, the price will drop back down because the whales are dumping. That's what worries me about XRP and why I don't put too much money into XRP. That's why I don't. Because it's sitting at a multi-billion-dollar market cap. I'd rather put my money in a place that can grow to that point, right? So we buy a lot of XRP right now. We have to wait until that market cap triples and quadruples. That's a lot of money, fam. Where would this money come from? Where would this money come from? But with Metallicas, right, we can ride the wave up into that point to where we're at a $50 billion market cap. And then we can see profits. Then we can see profits, fam. What's up, Leverage for Good? Fam in the building. That's just my opinion. If I'm wrong, let me know, fam. Why would I put a lot of my money in a coin that has to be a $1 trillion market cap for me to see profits? And some of you have 1,000, 5,000 XRP that you've been holding for 5 years, waiting on that perfect time, and many other trains have been passing us by. I just sold 80% of my XRP like 2 days ago and swap it into XPR loan and XRPLT. That's what I did. That's what I'm gonna say, Frederick. That's what I did. Thank you, Leverage for Good. Peace and blessings, fam. Much appreciated. Salute. That's what I did also. I took some H-bar and I'm loaning it out. I'm loaning out my H-bar. Damn, Waldo, I wouldn't want to be in that type of temperature. That's what I did. Like we can loan our coins out. Think about it right now. Think about it right now. We not even at a high market cap, right? We not even at $1 billion market cap. When we set up our coins and we're loaning these coins out, imagine loaning these coins when these prices are crazy. Imagine the interest we can bring in from loan, right? When we're loaning out our X-Bar, when we're loaning out Dogecoin, when we're loaning out Metal, Dow, or whatever coin we want to loan out, we're loaning out Proton. And people not talking about this, fam. That's how you know something's not right. You have these people like Zach Rector that they always talk negative about XPR, but when it comes to XRP, what is XRP doing for you? What is XRP doing for you, fam? XPR is putting people in a position to where they can loan out their cryptocurrencies and make money and earn interest. And you gonna say that's garbage? That's garbage to you. The fact that we can loan our coins out and earn interest, but you want to get up there and talk about XRP every day, but XRP is not doing anything for the people, but you steady getting rich off your YouTube views and your contributions, but you're leading people to the hellfire instead of showing them how to position in multiple ways. If you go tell them about XRP, tell them about XPR. That's the divine twin. But you don't see that with these people. What did the decode that I released last night say? What did it say last night? I decoded something purple goes up and never stops. I decoded something purple goes up and never stops. What did we see in that decode? We saw something about civil war in America, right? We saw the term that says, I think it said, would do September 11th. Think about that. I decoded something purple goes up and never stops, and we saw the term would do September 11th. What did I tell you guys yesterday before I even did that video? I said September 11th, September 11th, September 15th, and September 1st. First are days to watch. Think about that. You think I'm going to listen to these guys who are not acting out of the kindness of their heart, who are not doing things that are of the Most High? Because when I come on here, I don't just talk about crypto. I'm trying to build a community. I'm trying to build a family of like-minded spiritual people. That's what I'm trying to do. But I'm also showing people how to position. That's all I'm trying to do. But they talk this and that and this and that, this and that, right? But when I told you guys that I'm going to do a decode for you that's going to give you answers, real answers from the universe, from the Most High, from the divine, it said we'll do September 11th. Let me see if before my phone dies, I want to tell you guys the exact term that it said. Oh, before I get started telling you about that, when I decoded something purple goes up and never stops, right? We got the number 2441. We got the number 2441, right? Well, guess what? 441 is Proton chain. Proton chain. Something purple goes up and never stops, and we get 2441, and 441 is Proton chain. You flip 441 around, you get 144, the 144,000. Exactly, leverage for good. That's what made me think of it in that aspect. You are posting that. We also see in that decode a rainbow be God's promise. What are the colors of Metallicas? What are the colors of Metallicas? World Boss says, yesterday I saw 33333, and hey, You on the frequency, fam. Pay attention to those numbers and also get into the numbers and start decoding yourself. It will take you further. El Monty says rainbow. Did you hear that? That decode also says, I am sending heaven's angels forth to gather my children. There is marching Aries. I didn't know that. That decode also said, I am sending heaven's angels forth to gather my children. And some of you wonder why you're here and you think it's a coincidence that you found this channel. What's going on, Linda Lewis? Thank you for joining. And here it is right here. As clear as day. I decoded. Something purple goes up and never stops. And you see it says right here. Would be September 11th. Would be September 11th. Do you see it? Would be September 11th. Make sure you see it one more time. Would be September 11th. You think that's a coincidence? Thank you, Linda. Thank you for joining the family. What's going on, Chris Hill? I love when I see my new people. What's up, I Am Seeds? Chris Hill says in the movie Bad Guys 2, Purple Proton was sucking all the gold from the world. Wow. Yeah, thank you for joining, I Am Seeds. Like I said, I'm starting to recognize my new family. Because once you become family, you become family, and I won't forget you. And see, when I get excited, I start moving around. It makes me sweat more because this humidity, I'm telling you, this humidity is strong. September 7th, total lunar eclipse. We have to pay attention to the signs and wonders, fam. Blood moon. Wow, Donald. I got something else I want you guys to see. Something else I want you guys to see. I decoded. Something purple goes up and never stops, right? Well, there it says truth, truth, Bible will. Truth, truth, Bible will. The Bible will. What is the Bible will? We all know what the Bible will is. It is the proton. Ezekiel talked about the Bible will in the past. I'm talking about the Bible will today. The same will. History doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. The same Bible will. The exact same Bible will. Okay? What about this term? Thank you, Chris Hill. Peace and blessings, fam. 369. Powerful number. Powerful number. Thank you, fam. Peace and blessings to you. I want to show you another term from that decode. God warned you, V. God warned you, V. Look at the number, though. Look at the number. You see that number? What that number is 1044. What number? Go back and look at my live. What number did I just talk about yesterday? What number did I just talk about in my live yesterday? 1044. 1044. I talked about that because that is the term, that is the number that led me to the term XRP handed over. XRP handed over. But what's even crazier, I went to my comment sections on my YouTube. Someone also let me know that 1044 is also Ripple Proton. Ripple Proton. We are so much ahead of so many people, fam. We are so ahead of so many people. Not because they're not paying attention, but it's about more than just, we have to get our frequencies right. We have to communicate with the Most High. Oh yeah, Chris, you looking all right now. You looking good right now, Chris. You looking super good right now, Chris. You looking super good, fam. Good work. Great work to all you guys that took the message. Bitcoin has been weaponized. Thank you, Marching Aries. Thank you, fam. Peace and blessings to you. Salute. Bitcoin has been weaponized. I let you guys hear that video yesterday in my live, where you heard the guy in the movie, Mr. Robot. In the movie, Mr. Robot, you heard what he said, right? He said we cannot let Bitcoin be the front runner because China does most of the Bitcoin mining. It will make China more of a powerhouse than it already is. He said, we're going to run this crypto world with an old-fashioned American company. When he says old-fashioned American company, there are only two companies that come to mind. It's either Metallicus, or it's either Ripple. Does Bitcoin have a name of a company? Think about that. What's up, Red Bull Vodka? Bro, you said you had a job. Damn, I need to get up at 4:30 to start my day job. Hope it pays off. Hope I get lucky one day and hope you get lucky too, bro. Definitely. Yeah, I'm off the next 2 days. You know, with my job, you know, I work a few days, then I'm off a few days. You know, a lot of guys, you know, at one time we were working 5 days off 2, and then they make us flex and we have to work that extra day, so we only had 1 day off, and a lot of guys were starting to have marital problems. So they say, you know what, we gonna make sure every crew has 2 weekends off a month. So, you know, because I work on a rig, and the rig that I work on, we have 4 different crews, A, B, C, and D shift. And I'm actually off the next 3 days. But like I told you guys, I'm never off because I'm at work now. I'm working for my community. Chris Hill says, when I transferred XRP yesterday, it took 5 minutes. When I buy XPR and loan the transfer and whereby it's instantly fast. Yeah, it's definitely. No Deep. Think that's No Deep says buying anything that's not a stable coin is stupid. That's what you believe? That's what you believe? I want you to post into the comment section what stable coins that you're buying, so I can know, and I'm gonna show you something. And then you will know why you are here. Laugh out loud. That is called community service. I did 500 hours. Mr. Green says. Oh, Flash Gear. What about H-Ball? Definitely. We hold H-Ball, fam. Somebody says USDC. Red Bull Vodka says XMD. Right? World Boss Original says Metal. Timeless Connections. What's going on, fam? Well, let me show y'all something. Before my phone dies, because it's about to die. And I left my charger. BTC and ETH. And that's about it. Laughing my ass off. I'd rather put money in info into Betterment account. Earning 9% yield. That's why I tell you guys, you have to be wary of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, Ethereum, I think Ethereum is going to survive. But you have to be weary of these coins that are held by mostly wealthy people. Because the hourglass is going to flip upside down, as well as this system. And wealth will be restored back to the needy, to the people who have been you know, had a foot on their neck for a long time. Now I asked you guys to post the stable coins that you hold, right? And we talk about Metallicas and what they're building, right? Have you guys ever seen any of these stable coins? Have you ever seen any of these stable coins? Right? MPD, PCUSD, BFUSD, SND, MCUSD, KPUSD. Have you ever seen any of these stable coins? KTV Live says nope. All right, KTV Live, now you know why you're here. Now you know why you're here. Now you know why you're here, fam. You see, we look into the future. We tap into the Akashic records. We tap in with the Most High. I'm going to give you the real information you need to see and know. These stable coins are major banks that are ready. They are ready to pounce. They are ready to pounce, fam. And you're going to be ready too. You can't get those coins now, right now, fam. You can't get those coins right now. But what you can do right now on your phone is go to the XPR Explorer and tap on tokens. And when you tap on tokens in the search bar, type in .token, .token, and you will see what I'm talking about. Red Bull Vodka says one of those PayPal USD. Now, I think PayPal USD is PY, something like that, right? Yeah, token, TOKEN, KTV Live. Put a dot, and then TOKEN. And you'll see them at the bottom. Just scroll down, and you will see those stable coins that 98% of the population don't even know exist. I'm showing you where the real system is being built. I'm showing you where the real system is being built, fam. And we are early. Frederick says maybe Pi Network. Pi Network on Alcor right now is $1,700, right? I have a half a Pi, and in my account it's showing the value at $600 and something. Somebody says buy Bitcoin this month and big sell on February. That's a lot of money. 250,000 a year in interest. Damn. You guys just wait till our accounts take off. KTV Live says never sell your tokens. Yeah, because they think Bitcoin is the real Bitcoin when the real Bitcoin is BSV. The real Bitcoin is BSV. Yeah, Red Bull Vodka. Pi on L-Core, the pi, but it has to be the one that shows the pi symbol. It has to be the one that shows the pi symbol. Let me see if I can catch it before my phone dies. Well, the price dropped. Now it's at $107. It's at $107. But I have the screenshot in the phone that I'm doing my live on. Because something told me to make sure I take that screenshot. Because I wanted to show you guys that Pi was showing a price of $1,700 per Pi. Manzaverse. Crypto was made by the aliens. What's going on, Joy? Michael, what's going on, Michael? Shout out from Berlin, Germany. Peace and blessings, fam. Thank you for joining from way across the world. Like I told you guys, this is the community of God. This is the new system. This is the new world. We are awakening. This is the great awakening. This is the great awakening. Many people from different backgrounds, different nationalities, different religions, all coming together for one common purpose, to make the world better, to get out of this programming, to get out of this matrix. Justice League just said it. Nasara, Jasara. Hey, and before I forget, those are also 2 coins on Stellar that you can go purchase. And I hold both of those coins. Thank you, Michael. What's going on, Create? The gig is up. The gig is up. You can't, you can't pull shades over our eyes anymore. Thank you, fam. Love from India. Peace and blessings, Create. We tired. We tired. We are tired. Louisiana. I'm from Louisiana, Create. You couldn't have said it better, Frederick. The best community in crypto. The best community in crypto, hands down. Hands down, fam. There is nobody in the world. I'm not saying in the United States. I'm not saying in Africa. I'm not saying in South America. There is nobody in the world that is doing what I'm doing and bringing it the way I'm bringing it. That's why I told you we are activating. I'm the first of my kind to do what I'm doing. And many of you are going to be the first of your kind to do what you do once you activate. I'm just a spark. And like I told you yesterday, Crypto Bully Bear was my spark. Him and New Titan 888. If it wasn't a Bully Bear and New Titan 88, I wouldn't be here doing this. They sparked me. Now I'm sparking you. Look at the results from what they did. Crypto Bully Bear and New Titan 888 sparked me. Look what I've created. Look at the energy we're generating. What do you think is going to be the outcome of the spark that I'm giving to you guys? We don't know what's probably about to come out this community. We don't know. But I can tell you one thing, it's going to be super high vibrational. It's going to be something this planet has never seen before. It's going to be a talent we've never seen before. It's going to be knowledge we've never experienced before. Not in this day and age. Not in this day and age. Some of us are just sparks. We are just sent to spark a thought, to spark your awakening. Because once you awakening, once you see the matrix for what it is, you can't unsee it. You start noticing everything. It's like the matrix wants to get caught. Hey Waldo, you want to know what's crazy? The other day I was long staking some loan, right? And I accidentally, I didn't want to go that far out, but I accidentally did it. And at first I was like, damn, I didn't want to do that. But then I thought about it. I thought about all the times that the Most High has guided my hands to do something that I didn't intend to do, but then I saw the results of it. Like doing my gematria, there have been terms that I accidentally spelled wrong. I put the wrong thing in and then got the right answer. So some things, our hands are sometimes divinely guided. So maybe the Most High set me up for something that I don't even see yet. Chris Hill says activating Christ consciousness. That's exactly what it is. Decalcifying our pineal glands. That third eye. Once you decalcify that pineal gland, fam, you go see the world for what it is. You gonna be the one that sits up in that pod and you go look around and you go see the entire world is in pods, but you go notice their pods are closed because they still sleeping in the matrix. You are outside of the matrix now. But the first thing you have to realize is that the matrix is real. It wasn't just a movie. The matrix is real. It was created by a hierarchy. This is a prison system, a prison planet. You fell into the physical, fam. You fell into the physical. You are a spiritual being. You are eternal. You fell into this physical body. And now do you know what they want to do? Paku, what's going on, fam? Now you know what they want to do? They want to put a Neuralink chip in your brain and give you everlasting life. That's what they call it. That's not everlasting life. That's keeping you trapped in a prison forever. That means you could never go back and be with your ancestors. You could never go back and stand on the side of the Most High. You could never elevate to sainthood. You could never be the next archangel. Because some of you do so great work, you are going to leave here and you are going to rise to the status of an archangel. Some of you are going to rise to the status of sainthood. But if you're trapped here in this physical body with a chip in your brain to where you could never die, you could never go back to from whence you came. Do you really want that? Did you see the movie Sinners? Vampires can't die unless you take them out. They can't die. Right? The Bible said you will want to die, but death will flee from you. Think about that. You will want to die, but death will flee from you. In the movie Constantine, Constantine couldn't die, but he wanted to. Think about that. Forever means forever. Forever means forever. Do you want to be trapped in the matrix forever? Or do you want to elevate above the matrix? That's all I'm saying, fam. I want to give a big shout out to the trolls. I want to give a big shout out to the trolls, to the bots, for confirming that this is the community of the Most High. I want to give a big shout out to the trolls for confirming that this is the community of the Most High. This is the high vibrational 5D community. Those of you all 5D under, keep up that same energy. And when that great solar flash comes, when that sun kicks it up a notch, we'll see if you will be able to take the frequency. We'll see if you will be able to handle the frequency. Knight Rider says, Oma's gold opens up your pineal gland. Elevate for real. Let fear flee from you. There's nothing to fear. Because most of us, we are eternal beings. But they want to cut that umbilical cord. That umbilical cord that connects you to the cosmos and keep you trapped in the system. Chris Hill says the old me is already dead. We not perfect, Chris. We not perfect. Like I said, I smoke, but I used to do a lot more. I'm still a work in progress. I'm never gonna sit in front of y'all and try to front like I'm somebody I'm not. I'm not gonna be anything but authentic. If I'm gonna come to you and let you know who I am, I'm gonna show you the real me, flaws and all. I haven't been perfect my whole life. 90% of my life, I'm gonna say up until my upper 30s, in my years, I sold drugs my whole life and was good at it. But I could never get nowhere because the Most High didn't want that for me. And the Most High protected me from that life. I tried college. I went to college. It wasn't for me. I had to go through everything that I went through in life to lead me to this moment now. That's why I told you guys, a lot of the things that you go through, it was all to derail you from the point that where you are right now. Awakened, 5-dimensional, the calcified pineal gland, can see the matrix for what it is. That's what it was all about. Certain entities knew who you were before you discovered who you were. You were still traveling that road, but the entities had already traveled it, and they already knew that you would reach a certain point, but they tried to intervene and cut you short. But you overcame that. You overcame that. And then one day when you get to that point to where you actually find out your soul contract, you will say, all of that happened for a reason, and you know what? I wouldn't change nothing in my life. I wouldn't change nothing in my life. We're all work in progress. But it's time to start minimizing. If we have, what's up, Dave? If we have 50 bad habits, don't try to take the whole 50 out. Break it down to 47, one day at a time. Then when you get to 47, work your way down to 40 bad habits. Work your way down to 30. Don't try to do it all at one time. We're not perfect, but we are trying to minimize. We are trying to minimize, fam. Because none of us are perfect. But if you do one thing less now that was negative than you did yesterday, you making progress. You making progress. And that's all we need, progress. See results. I'm gonna gonna give y'all the real. I'm gonna give y'all the real, fam. A lot of people don't know what's about to hit this planet. I'm talking about things you could never imagine. The first thing you go find out is that 90% of everything we've been taught is a lie. They don't want you to know about Shambhala, about the inner earth societies. You about to start seeing things you could have never imagined. And your frequency is going to have to be able to handle that. You can't be a third dimensional, low vibrational person pertaining to what you're about to witness. You liable to come out your house one day and see a dragon. Low vibrational people, they'll take out running, screaming and howling. High vibrational people already know that dragons been here. High vibrational people are going to understand that we wield the power. As long as we tap into that Christ consciousness, fam, we can be unstoppable. Those pyramids didn't build themselves. Göbekli Tepe didn't build itself. Chichen Itza didn't build itself. Right? Pumapunku didn't build itself. Those were built by divine people, divine frequencies. And one day, hopefully, we all will get a chance to travel and visit all these places and take our consciousness even higher by tapping into past energies. If you can overcome your passions, you are a king. Exactly. Like I said, I'm still a work in progress, fam, but I've come a long way from how I used to be. I don't run in the same circles. I don't deal with the same people. I don't go to the same events. I'm focused on what's important. The Most High put it on my spirit that what I'm doing right now is of the utmost importance. It's time to wake some people up. It's time to show people how they can awaken. It's time to let people who keep seeing the same numbers, let them know why they keep seeing those numbers. It's people that I've told about this and shown them irrefutable proof, and they remain to stay in 3D. So guess what? Time will tell. Time will tell, fam. September 10th, Decode 1385. Check your bank account. Abracadabra. I've seen that many times, Donald. Check your bank account. Abracadabra. You are right. You see, Donald's decoding now. Now Donald is going to be able to bring things to the community. And there are several other people that also decode. We have a lot of high vibrational people in the community that know of many things, right? That blow me away. Like Hero and many others. I know Don Himmelin, Don be decoding. A lot of us are decoding now, fam. And you wonder why the trolls are attacking us. Let me let you hear one more thing before my phone dies. It's on 1%. Here it is right here. It says, shattering cancer with resonant frequencies. You see that? Shattering cancer with resonant frequencies. You see it? What's up, Alexander? Shattering cancer with resonant frequencies. What more do you need to see? 81 Deuce. What's going on, fam? I just noticed you, 81 Deuce. Somebody new in the fam. Night Rider says med beds. I hold that coin right there on Stella. I've heard a lot about that, fam. About Trump's I've heard a lot about that. And the thing about that is I heard the dates of September 11th and the 15th. That's why I told you guys we go pay attention to those dates. And I was watching what his name, Christopher Green video today. And Christopher Green said that Donald Trump had went missing for a while. And what's the vice president name? Vance did an interview saying that he's ready to take charge anytime that something goes down with the president. Pay attention, people. Pay attention, people. Pay attention. We have to pay attention. We have to be ready. Because I believe the whole time it was the plan of Vance being put in the presidency because of his connections to Palantir. See, Donald really riding the frequency right now. Y'all just don't know that we putting so much frequency into the astral realm, fam. Myself and your guardian angels are collectively working in our favor. As above, so below. As above, so below. And when you see as above, so below in gematria, what comes up with that term? Proton. XPR network. What's going on, Donna, baby? Glad you was able to join us. Mr. XDR says Vance means marshland. Wow. Marshmallow. We so early, fam. Y'all have no idea that you are part of a collective, that you are part of those that are on the fifth dimension. What's up, Luton Holdings? XRP 444. You want to know what 31 Atlas is? 31 Atlas is Metallicas. That's what's coming in October. Mark Green says move to Kenya. We got Nepal in the building. What's up, Marshmallow? 31 Atlas is Metallicas, fam. 31 Atlas is Metallicas. You want me to tell you how I know 31 Atlas is Metallicas? Oh, y'all lucky my phone died. Y'all lucky my phone died. You want me to tell you how I know 31 Atlas is Metallica's? Because the first picture they showed us a string line of colors. All of those colors match Metallica's colors. But you want me to tell you how I know 31 Atlas is Metallica's? Because in the decode that I just did yesterday, that I told you guys I was going to post for you, in that video, what did it say? What did it say? It said, they sprayed chemtrails in the sky to block the vision of Nibiru. I didn't say that. The number said that. I didn't say that. The number said that. They sprayed chemtrails in the sky to block Nibiru. Because a lot of you think clouds are native to this planet. You think clouds are really original. They have machines all around this planet pumping out clouds to block your vision of what's really going on up there. So if Nibiru is already here, why are we worried about 21 Atlas? Because we know Nibiru is the actual ship that crashed into Tiamat, which is what gave us the asteroid belt. And we know the captain of that ship that flew that ship went by the name Marduk. They don't talk about this in history, fam. We was Indians and shit. I like that name. Which parents' genes are highly expressed in the prefrontal cortex and the frontal lobe, especially males. Technically, whose fault? They need some different reproductive strategies. Supersonic 36, 21 Atlas, laugh out loud. 31 Atlas. No, he not. But we just stand vigilant and paying attention to what we need to pay attention to. What's up, Patrick? Thank you for coming, Patrick. Supersonic 36 says, yes, sir. We talking about a little everything, Patrick. You see when they tell us, you see when they broadcast something globally like this about 31 Atlas, they're blowing dog whistles, letting each other know around the world that we're about to launch this system. Start moving your money. Start getting your money ready. But guess what? We right there with them. We know the moves they making, we know they moves. But we don't have to speak to them to get the information. The universe gives it to us for us. Because every thought in their brain, the universe can read it. The universe, the Akashic records records every thought, every event from now to millions of years ago. And we can tap into that. So them thinking that, the universe is giving us what they're thinking. Dark Raven says truth. Research the Akashic records, fam. They're going to tell you it's a theory. But I'm showing you right now truth. That the Akashic records is as real as the phone you're holding right now. Everything gets recorded. Where do you think they get the technology from? To download. You can download music, you can download from the universe. If you're on the right frequency, if you have your antenna, which is your pineal gland, tuned into the right frequency, if you're receiving God's everlasting broadcast, you get the information. So we know, fam. We know that we are on the right side of history. We know. Spirit 9D. We heading to 9D, Dark Raven. We going high in dimensions. That's why many of you are invisible to the people that you interact with. You are invisible to them because you vibrating too high, fam. I feel you, but what you tell yourself back in your 20s? When I was in my 20s, I was young and dumb. I was young and dumb. I ran with the worst of them. I ran with the worst of them. And I partaked in some crazy things when I was young. I told you I grew up in one of the most worst violent projects in New Orleans. Patrick Strait says, do you pray to tune your pineal gland? I don't pray, Patrick. I got out of praying. I got out of praying. Because if I have a neighborhood that has 10 churches, and those churches have, each church has 100 to 1,000 people every week that run through that church that are praying, and that neighborhood is the worst neighborhood in the city, I don't see what prayer is doing. So, Patrick, I don't pray. I pay homage. I pay homage. I show respect to nature. I show respect to my ancestors. I show respect to the Most High. I show respect to the archangels. I show respect to all entities, even the archons, the Pleiadians, the reptilians, Zeus, Aphrodite, Isis, right? Ogun, Oshun, Legba, Kuan Yin, Buddha, Jesus. I pay respect. I pay respect, fam. But I don't worship. I don't worship. I pay respect. That's what I do. But the thing about me is, I don't try to force my beliefs and what I do on others. You have to find your sweet spot. I was going to church my whole life. And I told you, my decodes have revealed to me that the church will be the first to be raptured. I pay homage. I'm not going to be who's right and who's wrong. Right? It's Jesus. It's Buddha. No, it's Muhammad. It's this. It's the division. Yeah, I was here doing Katrina, fam. I lost everything. I lost everything. See, I'm from Louisiana too, you heard me? I just want to get out of that cycle. If you got any advice. When he said you heard me, I definitely know he from Louisiana, or she. The only advice I would give, fam, is tune into the 5D frequency. Let numbers speak to you, and let those numbers guide you to your soul contract. I guarantee you, if you start speaking to numbers, numbers go speak back to you. Because you're only talking to your guardian angel, which is a form of your higher self. Which is a form of your higher self. That's my advice. Unchecked Power, thank you very much, fam, for the super chat. Peace and blessings to you, fam. Salute. Salute. Because when we think about the world, we have to think about what's caused the most problems. We see Israel and Iran battling it out, right? Millions of people died. None but killing. Zarbros, what's going on? So many people have lost their lives. Why? Because your God and my God are different. Because you believe this and I believe that. We have to look at the things that have caused the most strife. The Crusades back in the ancient times. We have to look at the things that have caused the most bloodshed, fam. And I don't see nothing that has caused more bloodshed on this planet than religion. God created us all. God created us all, fam. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get how a person could be racist. I don't get how a person could be, you know, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Chris says we manifest, not pray. Exactly. I told you guys yesterday, put $2.94 into the chat, right? I mean into a super chat, right? I said we go manifest 294 because I told you I played 294 on the pick 3 lottery and won. I've been seeing 294 more than any number in gematria, and I played 294 and won the pick 3. Then I told you guys yesterday to do a 294 super chat. We're going to manifest 294. We're going to see the power of 294 play out in front of us. Then I went home last night, did the decode, and in that video 294 came up several times. And what did it say? Would be September 11th. And what did I decode? What did I decode? Something purple goes up and never stops. Something purple goes up and never stops. Killdozer, you say you see 666 a lot. That is the number of man. 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons. That's a powerful number. That's the universe trying to get your attention. 1111 is also a super powerful number. But then you could take 666 and invert it, you get 999. The number of completion. We can't disregard what the numbers show us. Definitely. It's not for everybody, fam. What's going on, Amara? I see 324 a lot. 324 is another number I see a lot in gematria. If my phone didn't die, I would show you exactly what 324 is. I will show you what 324 is. But when you see 324 a lot, start with 324. Amara, go down that list. I know it's a lot of crazy stuff come up. I know it's a lot of stuff you're not going to understand. But you just keep searching because something going to grab you. Something is going to grab you and it's going to send you down another road. And then you're going to start seeing things that's going to start being relevant in your life. You're going to know those numbers are talking to you. Because in aspect, you're talking to yourself. You're talking to your higher self, which is your guardian angel. If you keep seeing 324, I will start with those numbers. I don't care if I got to scroll down for 20 or 100 pages. I'm going to keep searching till I find something that grabs me. Because you're going to see something that grabs you. Let's just say hypothetically your mother is a doctor and you're scrolling down and then you will see a term, her mother was the best doctor. You're going to look around like, they talking to me, talking to me. Hey, You talking to me? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Click me. Then when you click on that, it's gonna take you to, you gonna know it's talking to you. And after a while, after months and a year of doing this, you will almost have recognized all the codes, because these are codes. These are codes, fam. And we cracking codes here. That's what we do. I told you guys exactly, Dog Raven. I told you guys when I first started decoding, it scared the life out of me, because I knew I had tapped into something otherworldly, but I didn't understand it, and it scared me. But you have to be a brave person to pick up that phone after seeing certain terms and continue. But once you go continue, because fear is going to flee from you. Fear is going to flee from you, because you be scared of what you might see pertaining to you. But once that fear leaves you and you overcome fear and you start moving in faith and your purpose, now you got something. Now you cooking. Now you are cooking. The bots just won't let off, huh? The trolls, they just won't let off today, huh? Y'all doing a good job, trolls. Y'all letting my community know that this is the place to be. When you ain't got no motion, when you ain't got nothing happening, when you ain't making no noise, you don't draw no attention. You don't draw no attention when you ain't got no motion. When you got motion, here they come. We are the light. We are the light, and they are the mosquitoes. They are the gnats. You know, when you outside at night, you know how they all up under that light. They coming to the light. So they letting us know we are the light. They letting us know we are the light. They flooding in right now. This is all algorithm. This is all algorithm against the chosen. This is the light, fam. And the bugs come to the light. Thank you, Waldo. I love y'all too. You see, them doing this are bringing. See that when they do stuff like this, I downloaded a new slogan. We are the light, and the bugs flock to the light, spiritually and physically. Yeah, Project Bluebeam is real. Project Bluebeam is real. Yeah, I saw that weapon that they used, the laser weapon, anybody that had a blue roof, that laser cannot penetrate that color. I'll keep that in mind when I build my new house that the universe is going to provide me, Raven. I'll keep that in mind. This is not by design. This is not by design. All these different accounts, all these different bots and trolls, this is not by design, fam. This is confirmation. Armor up. Get your Stellar coins on Lobster Wallet and the Freighter Wallet. Get your coins. Get your loan. Proton. Proton pussy. Not financial advice. Armor up. BSV. When I stake my XPR, what I produce, what happens with my coins? What if producer gone? What happens with my coins? If you stake your XPR, what happens? I don't know that, fam. That's why we don't stake all of it. That's why we don't stake all of it. Everything we do, you know, we taking a bit of a risk. But yesterday, when I did that decode, right? When I did that decode yesterday, Max says, got it. When I did that decode yesterday, I thought about something. I thought about something, fam. And what I thought about was Proton chain. Because the number that came up was 2441. And we know 441 is Proton, right? I mean, we know 441 is Proton chain. We know 441 is Proton chain. But when I decode it, something purple goes up and never stops. We get Proton chain. Think about the word Proton chain. Think about the fact that when Proton Network was the name of the coin, you had a dot in the middle of that symbol. Then they changed the name to XPR Network and they removed that dot. Why I removed the dot? Was the dot bothering you? It wasn't bothering me. Why did they remove the dot from Proton Network? And when they changed it to XPR Network, they removed the dot. Because that dot is symbolic of that pineal gland, the pine cone. It's symbolic. They removed the dot. So let's talk about Proton chain. Because that's why I told you guys. That's why I told you guys, when you get XPR, that's why I told you guys, it will be smart to do some long staking. It will be smart to take some of your coins and put them into liquidity pools, because it locks that coin on the native network, which is Proton Network. Now, when they do the fork and your coins go over to that other network, your coins are going to change to whatever network they sent it to. But those coins that you have staked, those coins that you have in liquidity pools, are locked in smart contracts on the native chain, which is Proton chain. Because most of you who have the Anchor wallet, when you look at the top of your certificate, you will see it says Proton Network. It says Proton Network on top of that paper. But and it's now a rarity. It is now a collectible, because you can't get it anymore. You can't get it anymore. But when you go to Anchor now and you do anything on Anchor, it says XPR Network or Volta. So there must be a difference there. So if you missed out on getting the Anchor wallet, the next best thing you could do, not financial advice, is long stake a portion of your coins, not just Proton, but all of the coins that you hold, And also the liquidity pools. That way you have best of both worlds. Because when everything moves over to XPR network or whatever they fork it to, which is maybe a chain or whatever, and Ripple comes in and uses the native Proton chain, your coins are still on that chain because they're locked in small contracts. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. You see, yesterday, fam, when I finished the live, I noticed that I had 3,000 views. I've never had that many views in my life on YouTube. 3,000 views, 100 plus likes. 3,000 views, 100 plus likes, and I only have 1,350, well, 80 something subscribers. With a live with 3,000 views. They noticed it. And they sent out the Sentinels. The Matrix. Remember the movie The Matrix when the Sentinels are sent out? They sent out the Sentinels, which are these accounts that you see, these bots, these trolls. These are the Sentinels. You still need proof that we're in the Matrix? Need more proof? But it's confirmation, fam. Round of applause for the community that made it here, for those that see the truth. Thank you, Waldo. Non-stop trolling. Non-stop trolling. Non-stop bots rolling in, which are the Sentinels. You got a comment that just said, I am the Alpha Sentinel bot. We already know what time it is. We got Kenya in the building from Africa. Peace and blessings, fam. I've never seen it this bad in the comment section with these bots and trolls. But yesterday, it must have spooked them. Too many people are starting to wake up. We got to make it harder for them. But what they don't know is the harder they make it for me, the harder I push, the harder I go. I'm not talking about you, evolving Passad. I'm not talking about you, fam. They just want to mess up the live. Yeah, evolving perceptions. I recognize you, fam. I know, fam, when I see it. Good idea, Frederick. Voldem, what's going on, fam? Yeah, the trolls in the building, fam. They deep. They are deep. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Averick's deep. You all right? Mexico in the building. Raphael, what's going on, fam? This troll just referred to me as Stargate. That's how I know that's a bot, fam. Horseshoe G, what's going on, fam? But I want to let you guys know, once again, that I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all so much. You have no idea. Evolving Perception says, I am shadow banned on YouTube. X isn't much better. All meta sucks. Yeah, I'm shadow banned on X also. But I have a gift for you guys. I have a gift for you guys. And I'm going to have that video up to date. Definitely. That's how you know we are close. That's how you know we are close to that moment. That's how you know we are close to that moment. We are close, fam. No problem, Max. Cause I'm getting to my time right now. I said I was gonna do a 2-hour live stream, then try to, you know, enjoy the rest of my off day. Solo Slim says, I'm from out the east. That's what's up, man. Got more New Orleans people in the building. Thanks for coming, Solo Slim. Make sure you subscribe, fam. Definitely family. I'm expecting XPR to go from 1 cent to 10 cents. And I'm expecting the God candle. Because if you look at the charts right now, look like XPR is priming to take off. Tomorrow is the 1st, so we'll see what kind of candle we'll get tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow will be the start. I don't give financial advice. Amara Love, thanks for coming also. Thanks for coming also, fam. This has been a great live as usual. I love interacting with you guys. I want to let you know I appreciate you. And get ready for that video that I'm going to drop tonight. The God Candle. The God Candle. Because we know that God Candle is going to fall in our laps. September, October, November going to be for Metallicas. Exactly, fam. That is 31 Atlas. That's the 31 Atlas they're talking about. Thank you, Frederick. 31 Atlas is Metallicas, and we gonna see it play out. So once again, I want to thank everybody for joining the live. I want to let you all know that I love you all. Peace and blessings to the family. To everybody that sent me super chats, I'm going to put some super spiritual blessings into the cosmos, that we all are covered and protected, that you all have force fields around your wallets. Those that don't believe, those who don't appreciate, we'll see how things play out in the end. We'll see how things play out in the end. No problem, Amara. Definitely, Max. Thanks to everybody, all the brothers and sisters in the community. Everybody that came through. Everybody that is awakening. Exactly, evolving perceptions. So we go keep pushing. We go keep working hard. I'm about to go work on that decode and make sure I get it up tonight and show you guys exactly what's coming. And it's going to definitely shed light on many things we've talked about. So stay positive, stay high vibrational, stay 5D or higher. Have a blessed day, fam. Starship out.